Bungo Stray Dogs Light Novel Volume 0 Review. After more than 6 months without a new entry, the Bungo Stray Dogs light novel series is now making a triumphant return to our shelves. Volume 6 was an alternate universe story about Akutagawa Asoshi, but Volume 7 promises to shed some light in the origin story of a different member of the Poor Mafia. This titled story takes place before the beginning of the Bungo Stray Dogs. Back when Oga Mori had just become the head of the Port Mafia, Dase is yet joined the group himself, but having witnessed the death of a previous boss, he's certainly tied to the group and Mori is more than happy to use him as his right-hand man. So rumors have started circulating that there have been sightings of the old boss of Soribachi City. Mori asks Dase to investigate. Oh wait, Dase is Soribachi is a run-in with the ship gang, who are enemies of the Port Mafia. The leader is Choya Nakahara, a skill used to manipulate gravity, the fight which makes him an incredibly strong enemy. Unfortunately for Chuya, Dase can notify skills and allows him to overpower Chuya when it comes to blow, and having taken the boy as a hostage. Dase discovers that a mysterious being known as Arahabaki is on the move. This entity already Soribachi City in the powerful explosion in the past, so he's certainly not an enemy to be taken lightly. In the end, Mori instructs Dase and Chuya to work together to find out how Arahabaki and sightings of the old Port Mafia boss connect. Neither of the boys is thrilled by this decision, seeing as how the cats and dogs, but Chuya reluctantly gives in when Mori reveals he's holding some of the ship as hostages. If you're familiar with the Bungo Stray Dogs manga or anime, then you already be aware that Dase and Chuya are known as a dream team. Even in the present day, they still bicker endlessly. It's clear they trust one another a great deal. Even now they are different sides, with Dase having joined the armed detective agency. This story certainly acts as a solid introduction for Chuya. You can certainly see how the two develop such a firm friendship during this mission. If you watch Season 3 of the anime, you'll recognize the storyline is adapted for the first 3 episodes of the season. The light novel doesn't offer anything in particular over the anime, but it still proves an entertaining read if you're fan of these two characters. In the afterworld, author Kafka Asagiri mentions that his story was originally giving as bonus to people who went to see Bungo Stray Dogs Dead Apple during the second week of theatrical release in Japan, while Volume 6 was originally a bonus story given during the first week. This makes a lot of sense, since the focus of both stories is that the leading cast members of the film, Dase, Chuya, Akutagawa, and Asoshi. Asagiri also promises that Dase Chuya's story is set to contain and Volume 8, so even remaining in the past for now. Bungo Stray Dogs Volume 7 comes to the West thanks to Yen Press, has been translated by Matt Rutson. As usual, the translation reads well with no issues to note. Volume 8 of the series is scheduled for release in June, and this one will get us caught up to the Japanese releases so far. Overall, Bungo Stray Dogs Volume 7 proves a must-have for fans of Dase and Chuya. These books have more than proven themselves and capable of diving into the origins of the member of the cast and successfully spinning interesting stories out of them. 9 over 10.